Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our second tutorial on how to use Courseplay. In the first one, I showed you how to download the developer's version, archive it, and put it in your mods folder. One thing I forgot to mention, if you just go ahead and download the non-developer version, you just take that file and you also put it in the mods folder just like you did the other one. Okay, so after it's installed, what you'll need to do is you'll go into options. Right, and you need to go to your key settings, which is this screen here. See where it says controls. Now you need to scroll down until you find the Courseplay stuff. Okay, right here's your Courseplay. All right, the main thing you need to know is this one right here. This is what activates the Courseplay within the menu. I mean, within the game. You right-click it, and the Courseplay menu pops up. Okay, so you'll need to use that. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a little bit. So anyway, I set up a game here. So let me go ahead and get it started. Now, when you first load up Courseplay on a one for the first time, it'll pop up and ask you if you want Courseplay to scan your fields automatically. I'd recommend telling it yes. That way you don't have to worry about scanning manually each time you buy a new field. Also just makes it a lot easier. The other thing is whether or not you want to pay the people, the Courseplay people, you want to pay them for working for you. The only thing is, I mean, I wish I made what they did, but I think it's like $1,500 an hour. So, wow, that's all I got to say. Anyway, it's up to you if you want to pay them or not. It's not required. So, all right, let's go into game. All right, that screen that just popped up for a second there, that was the Courseplay screen scanning your fields. So anyway, the first time it does that, it'll take a little longer. After that, it'll be quick. So let me go ahead and get rid of the HUDs here. No, I can't. I got to leave them up there for now. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to our tractor. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to plow. Because with the new farming simulator, you got to do a lot more plowing to get full harvest out of it. So anyway, here we are. We're sitting at, let's see, what field are we at here? We're at field 14. So let's go up here. What we're going to do is we're going to plow to field 14. Now, normally you'd have to hire somebody or do it manually, but with Courseplay, all you got to do is do this. Right-click, and this brings up your Courseplay menu here. All right, so we don't have to worry about scanning the field because it did it automatically. Down here is your different functions, all right, here at the bottom of the screen. Grain transport, load it, startup. That's like if you want to take it and go from your grain elevator there on your farm and take it to a place to sell it, come back and just keep loading and going until you're out of grain. That's what that does, and I'll show you how to do that later. Each of these, we'll go each of these ones, somewhere down the line. This one here is empty the combine. In other words, when you're combining a field, once it reaches a certain point, the tractor will go over and empty the combine. This one here is the overloader. Again, all this extra stuff I'll show you later. We're just going to skip over these right now. I'm just going to touch on them here, tell you the names. This is fertilize and seeding, self-explanatory. This is driving start to finish. This is field work. This is the workhorse. It does pretty much everything in the system. So anyway, let's go ahead and click on field work. And you got these up here. Okay, so these are the control screen. This is your loading screen right here. This is your loading screen. As you can see, I've already got some in here. This is controls combi modes. In other words, this actually tells you how, or picks how the tractor responds to combines. Okay, this one here is your speed control. Turning is how fast it turns in a circle, how fast it drives on the field, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this one here is, maps and icons. I normally turn those off because I don't like seeing the names on the map. When you get to the gas station, it gets low, it'll stop and fill up the gas, so that's kind of cool. I'll explain that on another one. This is mainly used for like when you're running more than one combine, or if you're running a baler picker-upper. Now, this one here is where we need to figure out This generates the course that it will take. Okay, so first of all, we need to pick which course it is. So let's roll it. We're on number 14, right? Course 14. Now this here is how wide the implement is. It used to be in the older versions you had to guess how wide it was. Now with this version, all you got to do is click this calculator, and it calculates it for you automatically. I don't know if you've seen it or not there. See? So that tells you how wide it is, right? All right, and now you need to figure out where you're going to start at. Excuse me. So here we are, north up here, south, east, west, you know, and so on and so forth. So we are currently in the southeast corner. Southeast corner, and we're going to go west. Now this return to first waypoint, after it all done, it'll come back over to the start and the stop. Now a headland, what that does is that will, let's blow this up here. What that does is that will take the tractor and the plow, or whatever you're using, it'll do a headland around it, and you go all the way on the outside edge like this 2 or 3 times, however many you specify. I mainly use this for plowing, because otherwise you end up with portions that are missed when the tractor turns around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a headland, 2 headlands. Let's get rid of that again. And then what this means is that first it'll do the headland, and then it'll do the inside the field. So it'll go around the edge twice and then go up and down. If you click this, it turns it the other way. It'll go up and down first and then around the outside. So I'll do it that way first. So after it's done, you click this. That's generate. Okay, as you can see, it's generated a start point. That's where the tractor will actually start. So after you're done there, you click save. All right, tutorial 14 plow. All right, so it's all set up. Now, let's go ahead and slow this bad boy down. We don't want it to turn at that speed. Okay, so as you can see, it's gone from temporary down to tutorial 14 plow, which is what I named it. All right, so let's back up a little bit here and get in line. Okay, now you want to start it at the first waypoint. All right, and just click drive. Okay. Now we were going to go over. Okay, just going to flip it. All right, and there she goes. Now we're going to let it run here. And watch what it does here, because it'll go. Now remember, we're doing a headland first. What it'll do is, rather than going all the way to the end, stopping and turning around, it'll go around the corner. See, just like that. Alright, and it'll continue on, do that twice. So once it's done, once it comes back to about being done, I'll be right back. Alright, it's about to complete its second pass. And as you can see, there's the stop. So when it gets all done, it'll stop there. And then you'll get a little message in the corner telling you that it's finished. So anyway, we're coming up on the turnaround here. Alright, now what we'll do is we'll go up. That was the completion of our second trip around. So what it does is it does a half a swipe here on this to make sure that it gets overlapped. See how it's overlapping? Just to make sure that it doesn't miss anything on this trip down. So we'll get down here and let her turn around. Now, after it does the 2 headlands, okay, you can see it's slowing down. Alright, and it's going to turn around. back up, it'll flip the plow. Oh, well, I guess it didn't flip the plow. I do believe that was a bug. We'll have to report that one. As when you... it's supposed to flip the plow at the end of the field. So let's see if it does it on the next one. Alright, slows down again. Comes to a stop. I see, that time it flipped it, so it just must have been because I had it started the wrong direction. So anyway, that was an error on my part, I guess. So it'll do that all the way through, all the way down to the end, and then it'll stop. So anyway, I hope this has helped, and it'll help you with trying to figure out how to use Courseplay. So anyway, thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any suggestions or any questions about this, and I'll talk to you about it later. Aloha.